Hello everybody and welcome back to class. The last class we spent some time identifying the 5 parts of a recipe. I gave you those 5 parts and then we looked at a bunch of different recipes to identify them. Today and for today's lesson, we are going to learn kind of how to evaluate a recipe or to look at the credibility of a recipe. So to start us off, some goals and objectives we might have is that you guys will be able to recall the 5 parts of a recipe, identify credible sources for recipes, evaluate the credibility of recipes, and create a cookbook using a digital tool. So to start us off, we're just going to simply recall our last lesson. So we have our 5 parts of our recipe. We have our yield, which is the number and size of serving the recipe will make. We have list of ingredients and amounts. Just remember that these should be listed in the order they are used. We have directions for how it is prepared. Equipment. Remember, not all equipment is going to be listed, but they will have equipment with specific sizes, such as an 8x8 inch square pan. You also have temperature and time. So some recipes give you the exact cooking temperature, while others will tell you how to cook the food. So baking recipes will have those exact time and temperature, while cooking recipes will have a general temperature with a time and how it should look. So those are just a couple of things to keep in mind as we're looking at recipes and evaluating the credibility. So when we are looking to find a recipe online, we all know that there are tons of different places to find them. We can do Pinterest, Facebook. I've gotten a few off of TikTok, and there's just really, you just Google a recipe and a bunch will come up. But how do we know which one is a good one? So that is what we're going to be working on today. I've created this infographic that we are going to review really quickly right here. However, just for your reference, if you need to recall on this is linked so you can open it in a bigger window. So when you are looking to try to find a recipe online, you want to start by reading the comments. So first, actually, let me go back. You first want to go through and make sure it has all 5 of those parts. So the yield, the equipment, the temperature and time, the directions, and ingredients. So make sure it has all of those 5 parts. Then you want to go into reading the comments. So people in the comments are people who have actually completed that specific recipe, and they will ask questions to the creator or give advice to people who want to make it in the future. So it's important to read those just in case that there's something majorly wrong. Most likely someone will say so in the comments. You also want to check ingredients, so make sure the list ingredients match the instructions and that each ingredient is included in the steps. You want to look for specifics, so a lot of times creators will know that their viewer or their consumer of the recipe is not as advanced as they are, so they will need to include specifics in that recipe. So for instance, instead of just saying 1 carrot in the recipe, it needs to have the size of the carrot. So 1 medium carrot is what we want to look for. With 1 carrot, we don't know if it's a baby carrot, a small carrot, a medium, or a large carrot. So we need that specific size in there. The directions should also be specific, and there might be words that you don't understand, and that's totally okay. You can just do a quick Google search and you'll be able to get it, watch a video or 2 and you'll be able to understand, but you should have specifics for the directions as well. You also want to look for sensory cues, so it should tell you how the food should look, maybe tell you how it should smell, and how it could react. So those are some things to look for when you are evaluating a recipe online. I've included some reliable websites for you where you can find recipes. So all of these websites have what we call test kitchens. So somebody at their company has tested these recipes before to make sure it's a good recipe. So that is why these are all reliable websites. There are a ton of other places that have test kitchens as well. These are just a few to get you started. So what are you going to be creating today? You are going to be creating a cookbook using Book Creator. This cookbook will be used throughout the course, so make sure you keep a hold of it to keep track of the recipes you find and make. The first 5 recipes in your cookbook, you will evaluate the credibility of it using the 5 parts of a recipe and tips for finding a recipe online. So here's some little bit more criteria about it. So each recipe has a rating of how credible the recipe is. So in my example, you'll see that I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So that is an example of how you can rate it. You can do out of 10 if you would like. You have a little bit of options there. Each recipe has a rationale for why you gave it that rating. So it does not have to be super long. It can only be 1 sentence if you wanted to, or 2. Again, super quick. Each recipe has a link to the website, so please make sure you include a link to that specific website where you found it. And each recipe has all 5 parts labeled. So let's go ahead and take a look at my example here. So going here, we have my recipe that I've copied and pasted over from the website, okay? So I included the serving and the cooking time. And if you hover over the title of the recipe, you will see that's linked. So if you click on it, it will take you to where I found it. I have all my ingredients here, as well as the directions. So how credible is this recipe? So I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I've identified all 5 parts of the recipe. And then I've included my rationale. So I gave this recipe a 4 out of 5 stars because it contains all 5 parts of the recipe, but as I was reading through, I felt like the last 2 steps did not contain clear instructions. So that is why I gave it the rating I did, okay? So looking at this is what I want all 5 of your recipes to look like in the first part of your cookbook. Here is kind of our assignment overview. So there are so many websites and resources, so you can either use the ones I provided or you can go off on your own. You are going to be using Book Creator. This might be a new tool to you, and that's totally okay. I've included a short tutorial for you to watch if you have any questions. And again, please feel free to contact me. I'm more than happy to walk you through it as well. You will find 5 recipes that you will evaluate in your cookbook. It can be any type of recipes such as desserts, breakfasts, lunches, dinners. Just make sure they're ones that you want to make because they can help you in future assignments. You will then copy the recipe, ingredients, and directions into your cookbook. So just like I said, copy and paste them over. For each recipe evaluation, you will include a rating of the recipe. So I did the 4 out of 5 stars. You will have an explanation for why it received that rating. So here's my explanation. Again, keep it short. It does not have to be very long. It does have to be complete sentences though, so make sure you're doing that. A link to the recipe website. So again, just in the title, you can put it just as a link down here if you would like, or over here, as long as there is a link somewhere on your evaluation, that's good with me. And then lastly, you want to identify the 5 parts of the recipe as well. So again, I just did the 5 parts of the recipe. So yield, list of ingredients, directions, and I included an example. So make sure you're including that as well. And then here are those points. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you out. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great time. Bye.